Fables of La Fontaine. Death and the Woodcutter. A poor woodcutter, covered with his load, bent down with boughs and with a weary age, groaning and stooping, made his sorrowing stage to reach his smoky cabin. On the road, worn out with toil and pain, he seeks relief by resting for a while to brood on grief. What pleasure has he had since he was born? In this round world, is there one more forlorn? Sometimes no bread, and never, never rest. Creditors, soldiers, taxes, children, wife, the corvée. Such a life. The picture of a miserable man. Look east or west, he calls on death. For death calls everywhere. Well, death is there. He comes without delay and asks the groaner if he needs his aid. Yes, said the woodman, help me in my trade. Put up these faggots, then you need not stay. Death is a cure for all, I say, but do not budge from where you are. Better to suffer than to die, is man's old motto, near and far. Well, there you have it. What is this all about? Well, this is a story I used to tell when I was an English teacher. Basically, a poor old woodcutter, he's old, he's poor, he's walking down the road, going home. His back is breaking under the load of his wood that he cut, branches, firewood. He's half starved, he's exhausted, he never has enough money. He owes people, he got to pay taxes, he's got children, he's got a wife, he's got to deal with the corvée. Now, the corvée was forced labor that people who had no land had to perform for their landlord, such as bringing in the crops or whatever. If there was extra work that needed to be done on the farms, these poor serfs, who were basically the property of the lord, hence a landlord, had the right to make them work for free at certain times when certain things needed to be done, whether it was planting seeds or bringing in the crop. Not just his portion of it, sharecropping, but the landlord's portion as well. And if repairs or whatever, it's kind of a type of slavery, basically, that he was compelled to do. So basically he says, what kind of life is this? This is terrible. I'm just miserable. There's no hope. There's no joy. Just constant toil. I'm old. I'm tired. It's never going to get any better. So he looks to the east and he looks to the west and he calls for death. Death! Death! Come and get me. I'm sick of this life. I don't want to live anymore. So he calls for death everywhere. And then, poof, death shows up. Skeletal, carrying a scythe. He says, yes, what can I do for you? I'm Death. I'm here. And the old man says, oh, yeah, I just need some help. Can you pick up these bundles of sticks and help me get them back on my back? I gotta get home out of it. My wife is waiting for me. Oh, after that, you can go on. Thanks for your help. So, basically, what he's saying is it can always get worse. As much as I hate that saying, it's true when this guy has no hope and nothing really to look forward to except for death. better to suffer and live than just cease to exist. Now, many people believe in an afterlife. They think they're going to go to heaven. Maybe yes, maybe no. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But does he really want to die? No. Well, not at this moment. So it says death is a cure for all, and that's true. There are no sick people in the graveyards. Nobody's complaining. Nobody's whining. Nobody worries about their taxes and children and wife. Nothing like that. So it's pretty final. So, although life is pretty terrible, me personally, I'm struggling. I'm suffering. I'm dealing with injustice. I know other people out there are struggling as well, living under terrible regimes or whatever. But let's try to be a little hopeful, and one day, hopefully, things will improve. Things will get more back to normal. And maybe even better. Who knows? But let's see. Anyway, if you have anything you'd like to add, any comments, any criticisms, down below, please. Till next time. Bye. Love you guys.